Hey everyone, my name is Chris. Today I'll show you the easiest yet most effective way to carry your games on heavy. We are playing scrims against EU teams as a double heavy medium composition. If you are interested in private the finals coaching, DM me on Discord. Link is in the description. Double shotgun is an absolute must when you are playing double heavy medium composition, as it will allow you to erase people out of existence within seconds. You will effectively defend and steal cash outs that would not be possible if you were to play any other composition. This is a very unique way of defending the cash out. We have a pre-placed medium pad to quickly close the distance on enemies while utilizing our abilities such as RPG and bubble to the full potential. You really want to jump on mediums and lights first and leave the heavy for the dessert. In a double heavy shotgun composition, you cannot poke enemies at all, meaning that you would have to buy as much time as possible on a cash out, and when enemies would start the stealing animation, you can drop down and destroy them. You just have to choose the correct position to do that as fast as possible, so they don't have the chance to actually steal the cash. Notice how we are playing around the natural cover, patiently waiting for our opponents to make a mistake, just to pardon them and destroy isolated targets. In a semi-open cash out like this, it's always very important to pre-place your C4s in a way that cash out drops, and then go place somewhere safe, but at the same time it needs to be a place from where you can quickly access the cash out and deny the steal. I get a lot of messages asking, is the light meta back? Is light class viable right now after the recon nerfs? And my answer is absolutely not. You also need to have a person in your team that's going to anchor. It means that he's going to stay alive and prevent your whole team from wiping. He's gonna wait a little bit and then swing for your trophies to revive you after some time when opponents would leave. And if you have a significant cash advantage, you can always look at your tab, look at the weakest team in the lobby and help them to secure the cash out by griefing other teams. This will allow you to play with weaker opponents and have easier qualifications later on in a tournament. If you've lost the fight for the vault or you just don't have the time to fight for it, you can always go straight to the cash out and pre-place some C4s in order to surprise your enemies along the way.
Raising a shield.
This is pretty much identical cash out that we've had in the previous game, but this time, instead of playing from above, we decided to pre-place C4s for the drop and play below. Notice that how we are not trying to actively fight, but instead make opponents fight for each other, and when someone would start the steal, we would go there and prevent it. Opponents wanted to go for the last second steal, but we just dropped it, made sure that they don't have time, and then scattered around so we don't get wiped after getting cash. 1 minute left on the clock, the pink team got wiped and they moved from the first place to the second one, as well as both 22,000 cash outs are cashed in A and B, and we are approaching the red team in order to destroy them and secure the victory.
Will need to reboot.
20 seconds left on the clock. This is the last chance for one of the teams to steal the cash out from us. We need to heal a little bit, get an advantageous position and deny the cash out. moving on to the third game of this tournament, and purple team made a massive mistake. They were trying to hold on to the cash out instead of fighting with us, and we just had the information about their position in real life time and were able to catch them off guard. Absolutely the same cash out for the third time in a row, and we are going for the same strategy, except this time we got caught off guard, but were able to bounce back from that unwinnable situation. This clip is exactly how you should position yourself on heavy in order to be safe, but at the same time be in time to prevent the cash out steal. Another very common mistake that I always see team makes is that they are trying to steal cash outs that are absolutely unstealable, whether there is gas, no time, or opponents are ready to grief you. If you try to do that, they would rather lose their money, lose their time, lose their tempo, but still try. Instead, what you're gonna do is you just completely give up the cash out and play for the next vault. Of course, if you still have time for that. Here is another unique and very effective way to defend the cash out. That is multiple story. We are breaking the roof here and then going for the pre-placed jump pad, and when opponents would attempt the steal, we can always spot on them and destroy them with RPG, bubble, close the distance with shotguns, and completely obliterate them. In the final round, we ended up in pretty much the same situation as we ended the previous match, but this time we are playing against a very strong Russian team with double Lewis gun. They are also playing double heavy, but this time we have massive range advantage because we can always close it very fast with the jump pad, find isolated target and destroy him pretty quickly. Enemy team only had one last try because the time was running low. We were able to find the gas barrel and proc it on the point, and opponents surprised us with our own strategy. We lost the next fight for the vault, and opponents chose a very open cash out, which was incredibly difficult to play, especially when you are going for double shotgun versus double Lewis gun. C4 barrel is banned in scrims, but my teammate was lucky enough to shoot an RPG and hit the enemy C4, which ended up blowing up the enemy medium, giving us a very comfortable 2 versus 3 situation. Time was running low in the final fight of this match, and we decided to pad above on our opponents. They hit a massive RPG on 3 players, giving them insane HP advantage. They got me and Ins, but my teammate Durrani was able to clutch in a 1 versus 3 situation with a massive RPG, giving us the victory in the tournament. That was it for today's video. See you next time.